Hello, my name is Reginald Andre, and I am with ARK Solvers, and I got a good one for you today. Today, we're going to be talking about the University of Pennsylvania. We actually had one of our clients forward us this email saying, "Oh my gosh, my university got hacked. I'm an alumni. What should I do?" And I asked him to forward it, and with his permission, he actually shared me two of the emails he got. Now he graduated about 10 years ago, so he must be on some type of alumni email list or so forth, but I'm not sure if it went to the students, if it went to faculty, or if it just went to alumni. But definitely, it looks really legit. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And the first one you're going to see, it says, first of all, if you look here on the subject where it says "we got hacked," so when he got this, he thought that this was basically them just informing him that, hey, the university got hacked, but this is actually the bad guys writing "we got hacked." And I'm not going to say the cuss words, but they basically says, "Dear Penn community, the University of Pennsylvania is a blank institution full of blank. We have terrible security practices and are completely blank. We hire and admit morons because we love legacies, donors, and unqualified affirmative action admins. And we love breaking federal laws like FERPA. All your data will be leaked." And this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, because did they only get the email contacts and now they're sending this out? Did they get access to their CRM that's able to send this out? And I'm going to share my one more that I want to share with you. This is another one. This is changing the game. Join Penn State's Penn's homecoming conversation on November the 8th. And then the email says the University of Pennsylvania is a blank institution. We have terrible security practices, etc. So, look, I'm not here. This investigation is, I'm sure, just starting. They obviously are a great university, and none of these things are true. My time today is going to talk about what you should be concerned about, and also how to make sure that this doesn't happen to your business. So let's first talk about what you should be concerned about. Now, like I said before, we don't know exactly what happened. There's a few things that could have happened. There could have been an Excel spreadsheet that had all of the students, alumni, community partners, names, email addresses, and the bad guys used that to now send out emails. Now, when I saw the original email, which I didn't want to share with you because it had the person's, my client's email address on there, but it came from their domain. Like, it was a real legit email from them. So a lot of times what bad guys will do is they will get that contact list, and then now they will create like a fake email address. So like, for example, if University of Penn dot, add an extra N in it or something like that, or a dot, something else. So that way it's not noticeable. But in this case, it actually came from their domain, their CRM. So what this seems is that the system that the University of Pennsylvania uses to actually send out emails. So think about like a MailChimp, a HubSpot, or something like that that you use for your CRM. In my opinion, based on what I can see so far, it's only been about 30, 45 minutes. It seems like something there got compromised and somehow they were able to get in. Now, you as a business owner, how do you make sure that this doesn't happen to you? But I skipped a step, because I also mentioned, if you receive this and you're a student, community partner, if you received it in general, what should you do? First thing is, the bad guys have your information. So if you are donating to a university, if you have some type of relationship with the university, if you buy football tickets, whatever the case is, going forward, always be careful, because although they sent this, and this seemed to be more mischievous than political, but I can guarantee you the next email that you're going to get from the university, from the bad guys, that is, it's going to be a phishing email. And what they're going to want you to do is to send $50, send $100, send $1,000, send what you want to their philanthropy program. But the only problem is, it's not going to be really their philanthropy program. It's going to be a scam, because eventually these bad guys, they're going to sell the list to other bad guys, and they're going to create new domain names, and they're going to be like, all right, let's see if we can maybe, trick the alumni, saying you're going to get an autographed football prize if you donate $20, or hey, we're trying to build a new building and we just need this money from you. And most of the time, you donate $20, $50. all right, you're not going to ask for a receipt at the end of the year. And being that the university never even knew you donated it, you wouldn't get a receipt anyways. But nevertheless, it's a big problem. Obviously, if you're a student, I'm not sure if active students got it, but you can now start getting fake phishing emails asking to reset your password, saying, hey, your financial aid didn't go through. We need you to put in, your routing number, like all of these different tricks that they can just use ChatGPT and be able to provide them some ideas. Now that we talked about what you should do as the consumer, now I want to talk about the business owner. If you are a business owner and you're seeing this and you're like freaked out, like I need to make sure this doesn't happen to me. There's a couple of things that you can do. First thing that you want to do is you want to do what is called two-factor authentication. I know you probably thought I was going to say something else, right? Like, come on, Andre, that's simple. Everybody knows two-factor. Well, again, I don't know how it happened here, but if it happened where for whatever reason the bad guy let's just say they use the CRM system to send out the emails, right? Because they usually use third party. They don't create anything their own. What they're going to do is bad guy has your email address, has the password, but if they don't have your cell phone, they can't get in. That's like 98% of the time. If you can just make sure you have two-factor authentication, you don't have to worry about the bad guys getting in. Now, another thing that you would want to consider is what is the way you manage your passwords. Is the password for your CRM the same password for your Microsoft Office, which is the same password for your LinkedIn, which is the same password for your bank? Now, if you're one of those people that use the same password and the bad guys was able to get the password from one of your other accounts, and now they all of a sudden start to use one of these, then yeah, you're going to get hacked. So make sure that you lock down your especially your CRMs and banks and stuff like that. And the third thing is you want to train your people. Most attacks start with a single click, and what that basically means is they could have clicked on something. Your employee clicked on something thinking it was good, entered their credentials, and the bad guys just take it. Or maybe there's a malware on the machine, and from there they were able to grab the credentials. But from what it seems, they had to have passwords to get into the system. And now they're going to investigate it. They're going to see it. And I can guarantee you, once they admit what the problem is, it was going to be the simplest thing that could have been prevented. Most of these cyber attacks can be prevented. So I wanted to keep this under 9 minutes, but let me know. Have you received any additional emails from Penn for University of Pennsylvania? Have they acknowledged this? Have you gotten any phishing emails that now they're looking for donations and things like that? So this is going to be interesting. Today is October 31st. It's a little spooky day, right? Halloween. And this is when it happens. So let's see what happens. And hopefully everything gets figured out and they can stop it, because definitely they got to get what happens if your CRM, they lock you out your own account. Now you're having to call one of the providers. That's a pain. So hopefully it's not that, because if that is the case, they can just continue this until until they regain that account. So all right, well, take care everybody, and we'll talk to you soon, and keep you updated if we hear anything else. Like and subscribe if you like my page. Bye-bye.